Isn't he Mexican?
Colombian.
He calls himself American.
What is this?
Anchor Baby.
And in this corner, it's the American Anchor Baby.
Daddy's home.
That's an offensive term. People find that hurtful.
You mean it's not politically correct? Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
You know, he's an anchor baby in Canada.
Tell him we still rolling with Trump, too.
Anchor baby, the whole thing sounds horrific. You're just making it sound like immigrants are these horrific, greedy people.
Ustedes pueden aceptar mi negocio o aceptar las consecuencias. Plata o plomo.
So you would be considered white, in my opinion.
You the blackest one in this room,
I think so.
And what happened was his mama got pregnant on the other side of the border. And then a few hours before, just before it was time for him to pop out, she jumped across the border and let him fall on America's soil. So he became the anchor baby. They don't call him the anchor baby for nothing. Amazing.
We like this anchor baby, right?
What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for tuning into my show. I'm the American Anchor Baby. Coming at you with a nice show. Gonna get into it here. Plenty of stuff to get into. Should be fun. Should be cool. Appreciate you being here with me today. Drop that follow. Drop that subscribe. Drop that comment. Do your thing. Like it if you like it. Comment if you don't. Or if you do. Also, it's a party on Rumble. Rumble.com/American Anchor Baby if you want to get it going over there. And that's what's up, right, guys? American Anchor Baby, we're here today. We got a show. And your calls, 888-775-3773. We'll be taking calls as well. If you want to jump in there, great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you all in the chat. Very nice. I see the glizzies in the chat. Very nice, Mr. Mad. What are you saying? Day 4 of asking American Anchor Baby to silk screen us a hot dog t-shirt, a glizzy. You will need to know this terminology for today's show. It is glizzy. It means hot dog, okay? Just so you're aware. You need to be educated on this terminology, okay? So let's get into this. You guys ever heard of industry plants? Do you guys know what that term means? Industry plant. You guys know what that is? I was talking with Jesse this morning as we were getting ready for the JLP show. The Jesse Lee Peterson show. I'm on the Bond Network, of course. And he was bumping a Rod Stewart song this morning, okay? Rod Stewart, British. He's British, right? Rod Stewart. I don't know him that well, but the name is legendary enough. You know, I've heard it. British rock and pop singer, songwriter, born and raised in London, the brownest city in Europe, apparently. If you tuned into yesterday's show, Rod Stewart, legendary. Bumping some Rod Stewart. As he had it in his head. We played it out loud. Played Some Guys Have All the Luck. Look at that style. That's probably all I could play before I get in trouble. But that style, you guys probably missed it because I wasn't switched to the right camera here. Dang, that style. And Jesse we were bumping the tunes, and Jesse was wondering where all the real entertainers went. Where's Big Rod is all right. Okay, we got some Rod Stewart fans in the chat. Rod Stewart, alpha or beta? I never liked his voice, but he was smart to hook up with Jeff Beck. We got some We got some spam? Why are you spamming, man? Why are you so nervous? So Jesse was wondering where are all the real entertainers at, huh? Where did they all go? Oh yeah, Forever Young. So that's Rod Stewart. Okay, I definitely know that. Anyways, where did all the real entertainers go? and the stars and all that. And I've wondered a little bit of the same, not so much out of reminiscing or remembering, but because I'll be scrolling the news or seeing this on TV or that, and I'll see some celebrity, this or that person, and I'm like, who is this person? What? Never heard this name. Suddenly they're all on my feed, they're all on my page, and they're blowing up, and they're like the celebrities. But it feels like they're just plucking them out of nowhere and just telling us, hey, this is a famous person. You should care. This is a famous person. Oh, my bad. That was a Bryan Adams song. This is a famous person, citizen. Look at this famous person and care and give us money. It's just how it feels. Like, who the heck are all these people? Who the heck are these celebrities? Anybody feel the same way? Anybody feel the same way? It's like, who are these people? An industry plant is, the term defined, is largely accepted to mean an artist who presents themselves as being independent and doing things on their own terms, but secretly has the industry backing and money to fund them and artificially shape such a narrative. Ooh, psyops in the music industry? No. But I've been wondering a little bit of the same. Wasn't there a recent movie, too, with, what's that guy's name? There was an Indiana Jones movie, didn't it? I heard it flopped a little bit. Who is the guy? Who's Indiana Jones? What's his name? Friggin' Harrison Ford. You know Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. And as 81 years old, and I'm not the only one saying this. People were saying, well, it's great to see Harrison Ford on screen, Indiana Jones, right on. The fans, at least the ones who went. I don't know. I've never seen the Indiana Jones movies. I have a big blind spot with great American movies that I'm still catching up on. But Harrison Ford, as much as he was liked, I didn't see the movie. There was talk of like, well, where are the new stars? Where are the new legends and stars and movie actors? They keep bringing back Harrison Ford. Let him rest. 81 years old. Can't we get a new movie star, action star that gets us going like all the greats? You know what I'm saying here? So people, I've seen that go around, and it adds to this talk here of where are these people coming from? Where are the real entertainers? Where are the stars created by America? Industry plant, okay, where they pretend to be independent, but secretly the industry backs them, okay? There's names thrown around. Names are thrown around lately as who's an industry plant and all. I personally don't really like the term that much because it's kind of loose, nebulous. It means, okay, it's easy. It's an easy way to hate someone and just say, oh, well, you're just an industry plant because you had connections. But can you blame someone who has connections and becomes, and it becomes successful in the same right? Some of these people who are blamed as industry plants, like this Ice Spice person. You know who Ice Spice is? Who the hell is Ice Spice, right? I know Trump doesn't know who Ice Spice is. Who in the hell is Ice Spice? But that's one they say is an industry plant due to her industry connections and all that. And what's that girl? Billie Eilish. This depressed-looking girl who's always got this face. She had family in the music industry. Nepotism claims. But can you blame them, right? That's why I don't really like the label that much. Because it's like, if her parents were in the industry, then they did a good job of making her like them, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it is a fake world. It is a fake world if you remember tuning into yesterday's show. And the world wants our attention, our clicks, and they'll do anything to do it, to get it. And a lot of this content that we're seeing online, TikTok, music, different things, are like staged events to get your attention. We played some clips like that yesterday. So whatever. Are they industry plants? I don't know, but it is a fake world, right? Where are all the stars? There was one duo, a duo who's been blowing up lately, a music duo. These are the stars, by the way. Let me show you the new entertainers, I guess. Is this organic or not? You let me know, chat. But this music duo known as 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎. 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎. See if I can pull up some pics here. It's a duo. It's these two black women. Young ladies who have blown up online with some of their music and some of the stunts they've done on TikTok to get to, here they are now, 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎 on screen, to get attention and all that. And why am I talking about 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎? Someone you've never heard of. Nick, who are these celebrities just popping up on my screen? I've never heard of. Are these industry plants? Like, who are these people? Never heard of them before either until recently, since they started blowing up. And when I say blowing up, okay, I don't mean that they haven't had some attention on their own. Okay, I'm sure that people have been tapped in to their content and following them somewhat, but they seem to have broken out. This is what I mean by blowing up. They've broken out of whatever, you could call it a niche or whatever, their core viewership, and have now are just showing up on the timelines of regular people, like me. I'm just a regular guy, and I never clicked on these people, and now they're just on my timeline. They're on my news feeds and all that. Okay, and they're blowing up all of a sudden, very organically, of course. They've gone viral with their TikTok videos where they run through public spaces while singing their song. Okay, you may have seen some of this already. Okay, in fact, some of you in the chat, I think know. And so they do this dumb. I think it's, and I call it dumb because, not because it's not good marketing. They seem to be doing well. You got to respect the hustle. But because the song is so annoying, I've heard it so many, the first snippet of it, so many times this or that video will be using the audio of this song, and they'll do their little TikTok or this or that. And the first few seconds of this song is like, I've heard it so many times now, I'm sick of it. And now I'm going to signal boost and traumatize all you at home. Because that's how trauma works, okay? You get traumatized and then you spread it to others, okay? And so now you must be traumatized, as I was. So here's just a couple seconds of this 𝒏𝒊𝒂𝒎 duo who's blowing up on the timelines with their running music video. Their running music video. Chat, is this organic? Is this annoying? Let me know what you think.
Hello, Christ. I'm about to sin again. I said I love you to that man, but I'm not feeling it. Pay your dividends. Slap a bitch, slap back, cause I'm feminine. Now you wish.
Okay, ladies, calm down. Okay. Ladies, calm down. So that's �𝒊𝒂𝒎. This is not annoying at all. �𝒊𝒂𝒎, of course, they've checked off all the things the algorithm loves, right? Hating Christ. Hello, Christ. I'm about to sin again. That's how it starts. So you got hating Christ. You got black women playing tough. You got hating men. Check, check, check. Algorithm loves it. Notice Christ. Good things. They don't get promoted on the algorithm. Okay? So they checked off all the boxes and they're doing well. You got to respect the hustle. You know Mr. Beast? You know who Mr. Beast is? Probably the biggest YouTuber of all time. He once said that whenever you think of the word algorithm, replace it with the word audience. Because the word algorithm is an easy way, really think about it, it's an easy way of saying this unseen force is affecting your videos, or this unseen force is into this or into that. And that may be somewhat true. There may be some truth to that, like, there's forces, media companies and people who are pushing certain things as opposed to others. We know this from the shadow banning of conservatives. This is a known thing now. That being said, I really like what Mr. B said. Replace algorithm with audience, because it's not just numbers. It's not just unseen for. It's people. It's people. It's an audience of people. And so when this �𝒊𝒂𝒎 duo checks off these boxes, it's us who likes it. The audience. Society is a mirror. Society is a mirror. You see what I'm saying here? But yes, quite annoying. And what is up with What is up with these female black rappers? They always got the same sound. It's like a heavy piano. It's like a heavy piano, like, I'm a boss. I'm coming to do the hardest song of all time, and I'm going to twerk. Anybody know what I'm talking about here? So Fly and a Boss, I did a little Google. I did my Googles. Have you been doing your Googles? Are you doing your Googles? Well, I did my Googles, and I Googled Fly and a Boss. And this is what I get when I Google Fly and a Boss. Check it out. Can you guys think of any other artist who gets this treatment on Google? When you Google, here, let me show you. Fly and a Boss, we're on Google right now, as you can see. Here, I'll refresh. You see right here at the top? Look at this. Let me see if I can zoom in. You see this little animation? Tell me what other random artist you've never heard of gets this kind of treatment on Google. Look, there's a little, do you see that little animation of two black women emojis running as a reference to their viral sensation TikToks? Yeah. Who gets that? Industry plant? I don't know. I'm just playing around. But it is a fake world. It is a fake world. You know what I mean? It's just what I've noticed, just what I'm paying attention, just what I've noticed, okay? Something I've come across. I thought I would tell you. Come across. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm sick of music. Aren't you guys sick of music? Like, I'm sick of music. I'm done. Like, I don't even mean like music sucks today. Because I don't even agree. I wouldn't say it sucks. There's some pretty interesting stuff, okay? Pretty interesting genres and movements and people, interesting creative people that's happening in music. But I'm just saying music just sucks generally. Like, it's literally Satan's domain, okay? And it's emotional manipulation, and it's quite shallow. And people who are really into music and the meaning and what did he mean behind this, they're really shallow people. Have you noticed that? It's really shallow. So I'm kind of sick of music. I haven't been following music. That's why I respect people who stopped listening to music years ago. And if they do play music, they're just bumping the tracks they knew. They're bumping the music they used to love, and they're just like, hey, I remember this. I respect that. Because it's like, those are people who stopped listening to music. They stopped keeping up, and they grew up. You know what I mean? They grew up. Maybe I haven't grown up, okay? I know some of this modern music, but I'm sick of it. That's why I've always been into like instrumental and like elevator music, because I like the science behind the music. I get I know it's brainwashing, and I like knowing how to do it. Okay? It's a skill set. I'm playing a video, I want the vibe to be relaxed, or I want the feeling to be this, or I want someone to think of this. You got to understand the emotional manipulation, and it's a tool, and you could use it. You could probably even use it for good. You know what I mean? The brainwashing effects of music. Or just use it creatively, right? You want someone to feel relaxed or feel like tense while you're creating a video, right? You see what I'm saying here? That's why I've always been into like instrumentals and jazz and all that. But I'm just sick of music. Especially with all this industry plants and stuff, okay? Speaking of industry plants and music that sucks, there's a woman artist, this lady who makes music, okay? Do you guys remember the song Blue by 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎? I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. You guys remember that? You guys know that song. Come on. Everybody knows that song. I think that song will never die. You know what's another song that will never die? That Alice DJ song. Do you think you're better off alone? You know what I'm talking about. Side note, let's get back to what I'm talking about here. David Guetta and Bebe Rexha. Bebe Rexha. I feel like saying that like Trump. Some woman who makes music released a song that is basically a cover remix of this Blue 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒏. You guys know what I'm talking about? No, those aren't the lyrics, real Mr. Mad. I think the lyrics are "I'm blue, da ba dee da boo die." But everybody remembers saying, hearing, "I'm blue. If I was green, I would die." And so this baby person, it really stays this remix of a song, okay? And it's a little different. It follows the same tune, okay? You guys know the song I'm talking about, right? I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Here's a little snippet of Bebe Rexha's version, okay? Let me show you a little snippet of it.
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life.
Okay, so the lyrics are a little different. They're just a little different, okay? I'm good and I'm feeling all right. But I have to take some issue with this. Bebe Rexha. Baby Rexha, I have to take some issue with this, okay? Because the blue song by 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎, Eurodance outfit from the 90s. This song was, the original was released 1998. Wow. I was 4 years old when this song came out. The original song, Bebe Rexha Lady, is a little deeper. Okay, it's a little deeper than your "I'm good and I'm feeling all right and I'm gonna have the best effing time." Ladies, come on, ladies, have a little bit of decorum, okay? I know us guys are all vulgar. I know I'm dark Bond, I'm dark JLP, sometimes a little spicy, a little vulgar. But ladies, come on, can you at least stay a little? You know what I'm saying? Can you ladies have some decorum? But I have to take some issue with this. The empty lyrics that she gave this remix. I don't know if she knew the original song was a little bit deeper. Okay, it was about being blue in a blue world. Okay, being blue in a blue world. It had a message. It had a story, as opposed to "I'm just feeling all right and I'm gonna have a good effing time." Not to say, hey, David Guetta, Bebe Rexha Lady, you guys made a banger. I'm sure it's gonna get the party started. But the original was deeper, okay? It's about being blue, about a little guy that lives in a blue world all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him, inside and outside. Blue are the words I say and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. See, it's a little deeper. It's a little deeper. Yeah, I am using the term ladies loosely, Mr. Mad. Ladies, I mean, it was a little deeper with the original guys, okay? Being blue in a blue world, okay? At least it had a story. Crimson in the chat says, sarcastically, yeah, women can't have a good time. It's not in the incel handbook. Crimson, you can't, you're still reeling from our last conversation there, man? Obviously, you haven't been taking it well. Crimson, man, Crimson, you literally believe in that women should have that. You literally like women. You literally like women, and you're not embarrassed by that. I don't know, man. Could it be me? But anyways, back to this Bebe Rexha. What a stupid name. I'm sorry. If you can't, this is a dumb name. Bebe Rexha. Bebe Rexha is going through a little bit of drama, okay? And so she's been going through a little public fiasco, okay? And so Bebe Rexha, let me show you a little pic so we know who we're talking about here. Bebe Rexha, let me see if I can show you, has been going through a little bit of a public weight fiasco, okay? The tabloids called her out on her weight gain. She cried in a video, blah, 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 right? And so that was the attention. And so right, public weight gain issues. You know, she's in the public eye, a performer, one of those entertainers, right? We're the real entertainers. They used to be beautiful and thin. Now they're fat and angry. Bebe Rexha. We got Bebe Rexha. What do you guys think, chat? Is this a egregious weight gain? Oh, sorry, that's not it. I'm jumping ahead. Bebe Rexha, we got her on the left, a little thinner on the right with some weight gain. You know, mildly attractive on both sides. Shout out to the Hake Report. You guys catch the Hake Report today? Great episode. Bebe Rexha, public weight thing going on here. Ladies, fat changes your look more than, I think after a certain point, probably not. But for most of your youth and your age, fat changes your look more than like age. Okay, you can age pretty gracefully if you stay healthy. I've noticed this. I've seen it myself. And the opposite is true. Just a little bit of fat and you change your whole look. And this goes especially for women. But I know this very well. Okay, I get a little bit of a percentage on my body fat and my whole face changes. I stop looking like a movie star. I stop looking like the real entertainers. So ladies, the fat changes you, I think, a lot more than, age and these other things. Bebe Rexha, what are you guys saying? Egregious weight gain? She looks okay in both. She needs more clothes. Well said, Teresa. Well said. We have one of those decent ladies in the chat with decorum. Thank you for that, Teresa. I like him chunky but funky. Whoa! I might have to disavow that, Hake. But this woman is going through some drama because she put this all out here, okay? I know it's drama and dumb and I'm signal boosting it, but here is the point here, and we're about to get into it. Bebe Rexha split from her boyfriend and shares screenshots of him criticizing her weight after 30 pounds gain, my bad. So she's pulling what's that woman's name? I don't even know her name. The woman who put out all those texts that Jonah Hill did. You guys remember that? Jonah Hill, they broke up, got a new he got married. He made a baby with some other woman, and then his previous woman put out texts, secret texts, and she put it out on blast and aired the dirty laundry to try and make him look bad. Okay, well we got another one of those situations. Bebe Rexha revealing some texts, alleged texts from this person who she was in a relationship with, apparently, Keon Safari. Keon Safari? I don't know. But here's a pic of them. Ooh, Bebe. Oh. Is that a little too much, y'all? I mean, she's not like an ugly woman, but it is it changes your look a lot. Look. I mean, this is her next to Keon or whatever. It changes your look quite a bit, in my opinion. The fat, especially in the face, okay? The fat in the face, it's not good. Not a good look. In my opinion, it changed Bebe's look quite a bit. Here's one where she's not wearing makeup and she was doing this thing that women do where it's like, oh, you're going to call me fat? Well, let me show you my rolls and you're going to call me old? Well, let me display my wrinkles in 4K. I don't know why women do this. They think it's empowering. They think it's like, I'm going to show them. I'm going to overcome the world. But really what you're doing here is you're not overcoming the world. You're being affected by the world to the fact that you have to defend yourself like this, and it's not a good defense. You're just giving them more ammo, okay? You're just proving their point, okay? They're saying, Bebe, you got fat, and then you pull up your shirt and say, yeah, so what? I know it's supposed to show a spirit of, oh, I'm tough and I don't care what they say about me, but it doesn't come off like that, ladies. It comes off like you've been offended, and you're like, how dare you? That's how it comes off, okay? Well, she shared some texts. She went and aired the dirty laundry, okay? And we're about to smell that dirty laundry here in a moment. What I mean by that is we're going to read the alleged text here because there's some interesting stuff going on here, okay? As tabloidy and as dumb as it is, there's some interesting stuff going on here. It has to do with men and women in relationships and what you're allowed to say. So here is the message here. Let me read this out here. I can't quite see it. Let me pull it up. I know y'all can see it, but the text is a little too small for me. Where is you? I found it. Okay. This is the text from Keon Safari to Bebe Rexha. Hey, I never said you weren't beautiful, and I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I said how beautiful you are and how much I loved you. But I always said I would be honest with you and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having, and you asked. Because I care. Would you rather I lied to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously, you gained weight and your face changed. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that it's okay? Come on, I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me, yourself, with life, and don't see a future with us, then that's okay, and that's the reason. Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurity you may have. You know I always found you to be beautiful and loved you no matter what. I think it's important for you to think about things and write things down, speak to a therapist, and do this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Let me know if you'd like to speak if you need more clarity. Love you. Chat, is that a W? Is this a W from 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔? Is this alpha mode? Did he go alpha mode or did he Jonah Hill it? Because if you guys remember, Jonah Hill's text got revealed, and he wasn't wrong in what he was saying. He was telling her, "Hey, listen, you're crazy." He didn't say that, but he said, "Hey, you don't have any right to be treating me like this." Jonah Hill to his ex. But in those revealed texts, evil is real is saying simp. In those revealed texts, Jonah Hill showed how many men think and speak today, and it's a very clinical female therapist. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, now I can't trust anyone. You remember that? Jonah Hill was like, "You traumatized me, and now I don't know if I could trust anyone." And he came off looking. I mean, I get it was cool. I mean, he said what he had to say, and he was correct. But I mean, you gotta be. It's not that hard to be a little tougher. I mean, in my opinion. Okay, and it's time to be tougher. And let me show you why. Because this guy, 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒂𝒍� or whatever, I mean, he's like Jonah Hill, he's not wrong. And in this case, I think he's even a little tougher. I'd say he's a little tougher. And he's not wrong in what he's saying. He's just telling her, he's just being honest. Wouldn't you want to be honest to someone you love? Isn't that what love, if you would tell your friends, "Hey, you're getting fat," you wouldn't tell your girlfriend or your wife. You don't love them? What's going on? I thought you loved them. You should be honest with them, right? Should I just pretend it didn't happen? Obviously, he didn't. And then he reveals that she calls him chubs when he gets 3 pounds. What's going on here? Can't take the heat? And so he's not wrong. And I like what he's saying, especially where he was like, if you're unhappy with me, yourself, or with life and don't see a future with us, then that's okay. And that's the reason. You don't have to make up a reason. And many people are in situations like that, where they're unhappy really with themselves and their lives, but they put it on others, usually the person they're dating or married to, and they blame them for their unhappiness. And I like that he calls that out, because it's true. I really do like that. That being said, though, he's all like, you should go to a therapist and go to this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Dude, we all know, come on, we know the root of the problem. She doesn't want to admit she's wrong, that is woman 101. Women admitting they're wrong. Tell me one of the hardest things to do, one of the most rarest things you'll see in the world, in nature. There is the woman in her natural habitat, lying and not admitting she's wrong. Okay? That we all know what it is, man. Go to therapy and how about tell her, hey, itch. Admit you're wrong. Repent. How about repent? Huh? 𝒔𝒐𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔, you're looking like a Chad, but you're telling her to go to therapy. Okay, I guess I don't have to be that hard. I don't have to go that hard and mean. I don't really know them, right? But they put this out publicly, and a lot of women agree with Bebe Rexha. They agree, and that's what's egregious about this whole situation. And I have to comment on it. Because these people get attention. This person has a lot of views. They influence the world, especially young girls, quite a lot. Okay. And by the way, you're supposed to, as a man, you're supposed to tell women to frig off. Don't you love them?
Frig off, Burb.
Frig off?
Yeah, frig off, chill out, back off, mind your own business.
You're supposed to tell them to frig off. I disavow frigging off. You know what I'm saying, guys? Come on. We don't need to, guys in relationships and marriages, you don't have to be shy, okay? It is your duty to tell her what to do. And she wants you to do that. Really, 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 truly, truly. She wants you to tell her what to do. She sometimes might need you to tell her what to do. Sometimes girls don't. Sometimes women, look, I put off things in my life too. Sometimes girls put off ridiculous things like and put their safety in danger, like car stuff. But I won't. I'll leave it at that. Look, tell women what to do, okay? Don't you love them? Honesty is the best policy. Right on, DNK. Nick can get friggin' out of here with the disavow of friggin' off. Shout out to the Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, Triple T, that was the Trailer Park Boys. A Trailer Park Boys. A little Trailer Park Boys there. I got a little drop. It's a little low. I should have raised the volume on that one. Legendary moment where Randy was telling Barb. You can't just say Barb. Okay, over there it's Barb. Hey, Barb, frig off and let me go to my car. A little Canadian accent there for you. Car, Barb. A little Canadian hoser for you. If you didn't know, now you've been educated. Now you've been culturally enriched. Okay? Dang, 12:42 already. What the? We got plenty of show to get to. Let's pivot and move on here. We also taking calls 888-775-3773. PSQH. Do those letters mean anything to you? PSQH. PSQH. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. The Patriotic Marketplace, public square, or maybe okay. Well, hold on. Let me get this right. Patriotic Marketplace, public square. PSQH denotes the stock, the ticker. What is it? You know, the little name for the stock symbol. Okay, PS. Why can't I say that? PSQH. PSQH is the stock ticker symbol for Patriotic Marketplace, which is a leading marketplace of patriotic businesses and consumers. Okay. To say it in more plain language, it's basically a ticker symbol for a marketplace of businesses that are not woke. I guess if that's probably the simplest way of describing it. These are businesses that are not woke. We promise you they're not woke. Invest in PSQH and you will be investing in American businesses that are freedom-loving, according to Yahoo, freedom-loving and not woke, non-woke, anti-woke. Okay, so that's what that is. Patriotic Marketplace. Okay? And so they recently began trading on the New York Stock Exchange. They went public, okay? And so I just pretty much found out about them. I don't know too much about this, but there is a concerted effort by some, especially conservatives and all that, to try and provide patriots and whatnot products and services that are expressly not compromised with woke ideology, DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion ideology, and stuff like that. Okay, LGBT, all that. And so where it feels like these companies, Apple and whatever, they own a monopoly, and we just have no choice but to purchase and use their services. Well, Patriotic Marketplace wants to change that. Right? Isn't that a nice thing? That's nice. That's a good thing, right? Right? In fact, I think we have some footage. I guess this is the announcement when it went down. Jim Cramer, who I guess, I don't know who he is, honestly, guys. Jim Cramer, I guess, does announcing for this kind of stuff. Is having trouble speaking through the chants of USA. USA. The USA chants Oh, no. Oh, Lord. My apologies. Guys, I had this working correctly. Oh, I think I can fix it. Ooh, I think I fixed it. I am a genius. And by genius, I mean I just turned it on and off. If you guys ever have tech issues, just turn it on and off. USA, USA.
Sales right now, new home sales are so much higher than they have been.
Yes, and these guys,
overall sales.
you know, these 8,800 this quarter.
Hey, we're trying to do a show here. Stop being patriotic.
The main thing you need to know, though, and I think it's really important, is that home prices are up 40% since 2019, and that.
So that's, I guess, yeah, that was the moment it went public, huh? So right on, Patriotic Marketplace, trying to fight the slow march to, I don't know, the feminine future, which we're already here, right? Here's another, I guess, angle. Okay, right on, public. Oh, is that Don Jr.? Oh, is that Don? Oh, that's Don and his wife, no? That's Don and what's her name? That's Don Jr. Right on. So they got some names. They got some names behind this, huh? Don Jr. What's his name? Kimberly Guilfoyle. Don Jr. wife. Yeah, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Gavin Newsom's ex-wife, or Gavin Newsom, or if you go by the Bible, Gavin Newsom's current wife. You know what I mean? Am I wrong about that, guys? Isn't that kind of biblical? Like, if it wasn't for cheating or like a death or something, that you're still married to that person. Some might say Gavin Newsom's current wife, that he is adulterating with. Right on. Anyways, the notion is correct, no? We can get behind that, right? Like, think about it. Bud Light Gate. Or even before getting into Bud Light and all that. Isn't that true that we have a responsibility? Not only do we have we have a power, a purchasing power as the public, as the American public. We have the freedom to put our money where we believe and support what we want. We have a certain power in that, no? Isn't that logical? And you could also say that people also have a responsibility in that same way. We have a responsibility to, if we really cared that much, right? There's some who don't. There's some who see it a different perspective. That even let's say you support public. Let's say you go to Patriotic Marketplace and you start buying only exclusively from Patriotic Marketplace. Well, there's probably evil people who own that too, and they have their own evil. So it might be silly to purity spiral and say, well, oh, I'm not putting my money to woke and evil, when you don't realize you're probably putting your money to evil all the time. And I think that's a very sober point. That being said, you have the freedom and almost responsibility to put your money where, if you really cared, and not support things that you've personally, let's say you personally don't find it something you want to support, then you have every freedom. That's not wrong, right? Like, that is just logical. And we've seen some of that power be exercised. Bud Light Gate. Bud Light. We don't love Bud Light, do we? People went against them with the Dylan Mulvaney stuff. They were like, you know what, Bud Light, if you're going to go all gay on us, we're done. And they hit him hard. Anheuser-Busch was hit pretty significantly, if you believe the headlines and all that. They say they got hit pretty significantly. Anheuser-Busch had to change their messaging and put out like manlier videos. You remember? It also reminds me of the audience versus algorithm fiasco here. You know, we say the algorithm, but it's the audience. Society is a mirror. But what else? Disney getting hit. You know, Florida, all that. Disney releases on Disney Plus and Disney movies doing horribly, right? Little Mermaid, Disney losing $900 million, Target losing billions, Target and Bud Light, okay? Sound of Freedom, right? You know the Sound of Freedom movie with the Jim Caviezel, and they're all bringing attention to the child trafficking stuff. Okay, 100 million box office sales, 100 million. Is the silent majority real, chat? Is this the silent majority making their voice heard? 100 million box office sales. That's pretty good, right? That's the public, the free market. The free market putting their money where their beliefs are. That's a respectable thing, right? And what was that song? Try That in a Small Town. What's the controversy with that? I don't really know. Try That in a Small Town is some song, a country song, I believe, the music video got banned or something like that. The controversy. What's the controversy? I believe the controversy might be something like, Try That in a Small Town, song by Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean. And I guess Try That in a Small Town basically means come to our town and you try that, huh? F around, frig around and find out. Referring to people being wild or causing crime or ruckus in the cities. Well, how about you come and try that in a small town, huh? How about you frig around and find out? You know what I mean? And so they're saying that's like, I believe they're saying, I don't know the controversy. You might have to look into it yourself. I don't have the news, but I heard about it. I think that's the controversy that basically amounts to violence. This is a violent song. When it's like violence, obscenities, 24/7 in the music industry. Okay, Christ hate. Excuse me, Christ. I'm about to sin again. We just played that earlier. That's fine. But the notion is correct. No, the people exerting their influence onto the corporations and the society at large and the culture at large. Don't we have a responsibility somewhat? So I wish them well. I hope it works. I wonder how truly how uncorrupt or whatever a giant, I'm calling it giant, but I don't know how big patriotic marketplace is. Support local businesses, guys. Support your local businesses. Support the little guys. Support the local ones. Localism, not globalism. Right? Speaking of frigging around and finding out. Donald Trump, greatest president of all time, he's got his Truth Social, and he shares and retruths stuff on his Truth Social, his social media account. And sorry, I was delayed. My face was delayed there. Trump shared this video I'm about to show you. And in the video, it's Trump. It sounds like Trump's voice, but I don't know if he actually said this. I don't know if this is AI generated. The point is, Trump himself he shared this video I'm going to play for you. And it sounds like Trump saying, if you F around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before. Whoa, dark MAGA alert. Let me see if I can play you the clip. Trump is not taking it anymore. And he's saying, if you frig around and find out, well, you're going to find out. That's basically what he's saying, right?
If you frig around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before. If you frig around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
Whoa, chill, Fed. What the Trump, chill, you Fed? No, I'm joking. People are, this clip is old AF. Okay. I didn't know that, Rusty Smackleforth. Base Trump, I avow his cousin. Sorry. Apparently it's an old video, but he retruthed this video, okay? He shared this video on Truth Social. And he's saying, hey, frig around and find out, okay? If you F around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before. Whoa, Trump, that's like call to violence. Whoa, chill, man, chill. But obviously it's not. It's obviously not. It's a warning. It's not a call to violence. It's not let's go hurt people. It's a warning. You hurt us. We will defend ourselves. We will respond in kind. You could take it however you want, but that's what he's saying there. It's not saying let's go hurt people. Duh. And he clearly means protect ourselves. Thank you, TDS, LGBTQLM, BLM. He's clearly talking about protecting yourself, okay? Frig around and find out. Where was I? But you know who else was saying frig around and find out? And he's getting all sorts of negative attention. Nick Fuentes, who recently who is a far-right influencer, white supremacist, everything. They throw everything at this guy. Young, well-spoken, smart guy. Cozy.tv. Shout out Cozy. JLP streams on Cozy, and that's Nick Fuentes' platform. Nick Fuentes got some major negative attention over the weekend. He held a rally in Florida, I believe. And he held a rally that, and there was a clip from that rally that's getting major attention, okay? And here's this article. The New Republic. White supremacist Nick Fuentes calls for holy war against the Jews. I'm censoring myself. I notice other YouTubers who they're not spicy. They're pretty much liberals. They will bleep that word. I mean, I find that's crazy that you even have to do that, but I don't know. I kind of want to heed their warning, you know? But anyways, I'm already talking about Fuentes, so who cares? Fuentes calls for a holy war against the Jews. We're in a holy war, and I will tell you this because we're willing to die in the holy war. This is quotes from Fuentes' rally. And we will make them die in the holy war. And those are the comments that are getting major attention, okay? In fact, Fuentes put up his rally on Rumble, and some of the negative attention is coming from conservatives who are railing against Rumble for taking down the Fuentes rally from their site. Right? If you don't know, Rumble is a bit of a response to this social media censorship from YouTube, Twitter, and all that's what's going on. So they're touted as the free speech people, right? And so people are a little peeved. They're a little mad that Rumble would do such a thing. They're supposed to be the free speech people, right? And now, personally, if you ask me personally though, I don't think Fuentes was calling for anything like violence or anything. In my opinion, it's similar to the Trump clip. He's clearly talking about protecting yourself, okay? You may disagree with what he thinks or believes or how you should protect yourself and all that. But in my opinion, he's talking about protecting yourself, okay? So I think the negative attention is overblown a bit. That being said, I'm speculating, I imagine Rumble just didn't like the optics of we will make them die in a holy war. Is it unreasonable for Rumble I don't know the story. As far as I know, Rumble has not asked Fuentes to do this or that. But let's say Rumble just asked Fuentes, hey, you could put it up, but leave out that part about making them die. Would that be unreasonable of Rumble, really? And wouldn't it be smart and reasonable for Fuentes to just, you know what, that's fine, Rumble. If that's what you want me to do, I will do that. I will do that, and I will follow your rules. Should Rumble lose their we're a free speech absolutist kind of status? Maybe that's fair. But anyways, it's funny though, the news media totally signal boosted Fuentes' rally with that clip. Because in the clip he's talking about the Talmud, okay, which is some holy book that comes after the original Bible. Okay, you guys know probably better than I. And the media totally signal boosted Fuentes on this thing where the Talmud basically says the Gentiles or something about Gentiles need to die, which is like, whoa, media, are you trying to silence this guy or signal boost him? You know what I'm saying? Mainstream media doing a little bit of that signal boosting. But anyways, you know, speaking of Trump and some stuff here, Ron DeSantis, they call him Cantle Tilt Ron. I don't call him that, but they call him that. He did an interview recently with Casey DeSantis on Fox and Friends. Okay? Fox and Friends, they did a profile of Ron and Casey DeSantis. Lovely, lovely couple, okay? Beautiful Casey. Can't tilt Ron. And they did this nice little interview, sit-down interview with Ainsley Earhart. Ainsley Airhead. Ainsley Earhart. That's not her name. Her name's not Airhead, all right? Her name's not Airhead, guys. Stop laughing. Not funny. Guys, her last name is not Airhead. Don't be rude. Ainsley Earhart did a sit-down interview with Casey and Ron DeSantis, okay? And there was a particular moment here where Ainsley, a lady, asked Casey, wife of DeSantis, about her battle with cancer, okay? It was a heartwarming moment of overcoming. Okay, let me not be too sarcastic. Let me play you the clip here where Casey DeSantis is talking about cancer and what she went through, okay? Let us watch this beautiful footage.
So October 2021, you're diagnosed with breast cancer. Today, you're cancer-free, by the grace of God, thank goodness. Walk me through that day when you heard those words from your doctor and what happened after that.
When you start hearing those words, it's not definitive right out of the gate. It is, we see something that is problematic. And the really hard part for me was that I had a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old in the house. And it's like very, very difficult when you look at your children and they don't know. And you know, Ainsley, to this day, they still don't know. They have no idea what Mama went through. As a matter of fact, when I was going through 6 rounds of chemotherapy, 6 weeks of radiation, and 3 surgeries, couldn't really use my left arm a lot of times. So I told him, I was like, I just hurt my arm, because he didn't want to tell him. But through God's grace, I'm here.
Yes, you are. You are here, is what Ainsley should have responded with. She should have cried and been like, you are here, Casey. You're here. But hey, look, right on. I gotta point this out. Right on, Casey DeSantis. Major respect. You're not supposed to show what you're going through, especially not to your kids. Very if poem of hers. Has she ever read the if poem? Has she ever read Rudyard Kipling? You're not supposed to show that, and I respect that. You shouldn't tell people what you're going through. They should have no idea. Like Norm Macdonald died of cancer, and people had no idea what he was going through. I respect that majorly. Okay. But honestly, can I say? So I sincerely mean that. I sincerely mean that respect. If you really did handle it like that and they had no idea, and I don't mean just never telling them about cancer, but you got to be all the way. You're just fine. You're not. Oh, mom's going through something. She won't tell us what it is, but no, they have to have no idea what you're just fine. Business as usual. I respect that. If that's how it went down, Casey, I sincerely respect that. That being said, nobody cares. Honestly, who cares? No one cares that you had cancer, Casey. No one, not the people who you're supposed to be talking to, right? Presidential. Let's put this in context. Presidential race, sitting beside Ron DeSantis, and I get it. Fox and Friends is doing a profile, making them look. You know, you get to know them, you get to like them. Oh, you went through this. You become more personable, and so I get it. So I get it. I'm not being willfully ignorant about that. That being said, really, truly, who cares about the cancer thing? Nobody really cares, and it doesn't really matter. Now, unless you were telling the story to inform people on how you should overcome things, and you give them the actual answer on how to overcome it, not just I'm a strong woman. You give them the answer on how to overcome trauma and how to go through life tough instead of crying, then I would understand that. Okay, then it has a purpose. But I mean, in general, nobody really cares. And like, how silent are you? How silently suffering are you really when you're on camera? You know, I'm kind of. This is a bit of a stretch. Maybe I'm being a little dark here and judging. But how silent are you really when you're on camera talking about it? I mean, kids pick up on stuff. They pick up on the spirit of stuff. Okay, and something I've noticed about people who go out there and say, "I'm a survivor. I survived trauma and I survived." They're usually full of it. They're usually not survivors at all. And my point here, okay, my point that I'm bringing up here is, People seem to think that you get stronger in life when you go through things like this, okay? You think, oh, I went through cancer and I'm stronger. I got insulted. I got hurt. I got my feelings hurt. I got beat up. I got physically beat up. And I'm stronger for it. I personally don't think so. In fact, you get worse, okay? You don't get stronger going through traumas and all this, okay? Okay, that doesn't make you stronger. You get worse. You pack on the trauma. Notice how kids, trauma-free, open and free to speak freely. And then they can be the freest people and they get older. They get older and they're full of anxieties. Anxiety that people are thinking about this. What do you think that is? That's trauma building up. The things that they went through and they didn't overcome them. They didn't really realize what was happening to them. Instead, they just went through trauma and went through pain and went through, you see what I'm saying here? You follow me? That doesn't make you stronger. You need to overcome that. Where you can't be, like for example, Bebe Rexha, you could either be called fat by the world and either that, either you overcome that and then in the future, should anybody ever call you fat, it would never affect you and it wouldn't bother you. And you could even be fat or you get up and you do the workouts and you stop being fat, but internally you overcome it. And should anybody ever call you fat or anything else, you're fine. You won't be affected. You won't have to be strong and survive it. Or you could be like Bebe Rexha and overreact and show your fat off and think that you're being tough. Oh, look at me, world. If you're going to call me fat, well, look at this. Look at me. Yeah, I'm fat. You see what I'm saying here? You don't get stronger like that. That's not getting stronger. You just get worse. So that's kind of my opinion on that. That's kind of what I thought about that when I saw the Casey thing there. And it's emotional and crying. And I don't really truly know their hearts. I have to put that out there, right? I don't really truly know them and what they're going through. But in general, there's this notion that you get stronger when you go through stuff. No, you get worse because you're not really overcoming. There's just more to love, Nick, says Lord Bibby. I guess he too likes them chunky but funky. I don't know about you guys. I like the slender. It's more noble, like just like better looking, healthy looking. And the thing is, guys, that doesn't mean that a slender, skinnier woman won't have shape. It's not about size, it's shape. It's not size, it's shape, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. I disavow shape. I love that. Hake is really funny with that. Anyways, and this whole like cancer survivor thing. I'm a cancer survivor. My mama's a 10-year cancer survivor.
You want to create content?
You guys know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Bible Thumper Thursday. I found some of the best audio some of the best audio clips when I'm doing these Bible Thumper intros. And some of these praise breaks are so funny. You guys catch that one on the Jesse Lee Peterson show where, on the Jesse Lee Peterson show, those Bible Thumper Thursday openings. My mama's a 10-year cancer survivor, but she's sitting over there. Wave your hand, mama.
I know I'm supposed to go to my seat now, but my mama's a 10-year cancer survivor, and she's standing right there. Wave your hand, mama. 10 years ago, she went through 6 months of chemotherapy, 34 treatments of radiation. You can't tell me what God wants. Come here, Bishop.
I love it. Okay. I love praise breaks. But can we be done with all that? She's a cancer survivor. No, how about you overcome, anger, hate? Then I'll be impressed. You know what I mean? You guys are saying cushion for the whatever. Slim thick. Okay, I take issue with this DNK127. Slim thick, okay? Like I said, it's not that it's shape, not size, okay? You could still be a shapely woman and you're still like slender and kind of skinny and healthy. Can we shout out to health? Shout out to not being fat? Here's what I take issue with the slim thick thing, okay? Because the women out here, they're saying, "Oh, I'm beautiful. I'm slim thick," to basically excuse being fat. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Okay? And I have to, look, Ice Spice, look, she's a pretty lady. Ice Spice is a pretty lady. But these women, these slim, thick women they're basically normalizing women to be fat. And they call themselves thick, but really you're fat. And you'll notice too, because they'll be all like inflated, and their little fingers, their little fingers will be inflated like little balloons, like little, like little fat sausages. Okay? So I take issue with that. My mama's a 10-year cancer survivor. I need that as a drop. Okay. Let's pivot here. Let's move on. Let's pivot here. Let's go on to this. Let's go on to something else. Yeah, looking like cottage cheese. You know what I mean? All like the little inflated fingers. Little balloon fingers. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just being honest. Just being honest, right? Let's get into this. What shall we do next? I guess we got to do this, okay? Do you guys know what a glizzy is? If you were paying attention at the beginning of the show, you were educated on what that term means. Okay? Glizzy. A glizzy. Glizzy. Chris in the chat knows it's hot diggity dogs. A hot dog. It is a hot dog, Teresa. A glizzy. Oh, okay. Carver531 asks, is a glizzy like a small glizzer? Whoa! Calm down with the hard R, Carver. He's throwing out G words with the hard R, glizzer. You can say glizza, but you got to calm down. You got to calm down with the glizzer. Okay? That's our word. But, you know who loves glizzies? Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney loves glizzies, okay? It's what I heard. I heard he loves glizzies. That's not me saying that. He loves glizzies. And he put out a bizarre video. And just a weird video. I got to shout out Hake Report for sending me this video. And anybody in chat probably knows. You guys, this is also a little reference to the glizzy, the glizzy shenanigans we get into in VR chat. If you guys ever caught one of my streams where I do VR chat and we go in, I'm a hot dog. Okay, let me be honest. I'm a hot dog in VR, and I'm talking to the people. Starting mess, and sometimes it's a little deep. Okay, you guys want to go back and watch one of those? They're fun. We'll do them again. Well, Mitt Romney put out this video, and it was apparently Hot Dog Day, National Hot Dog Day, Hot Dog Day 2023. Wednesday was Hot Dog Day, I believe. National Hot Dog Day in July. Well, here's Mitt Romney. Let's play this footage here. Just a weird, help me make sense of this, chat. What is this? I guess he's just showing his love for hot dogs, right? What's so weird about that, huh? Why do you got to read it between the lines on everything, huh? Chat. Let's watch the footage, huh? How about that? Oh.
You all know today is National Hot Dog Day, and perhaps you also.
Okay.
Well, as you all know, today is National Hot Dog Day, and perhaps you also know that hot dog is my favorite meat. I love hot dogs. I love them in buns. I love them outside of buns. I love them with baked beans. I just like hot dogs. It's the best, best meat there is, without question. So to all of you who, like me, are celebrating National Hot Dog Day, congratulations to you, and may there be many, many more hot dogs served in our wonderful land. Well,
right
as
on,
you all know,
Mitt Romney.
today is National Hot.
Right on, Mitt Romney. True patriot. Just wants glizzies for all. Glizzies for America. This is America, after all, right? I thought this was America. Can't we get a glizzy? Boomer's got a boom. Simping for hot dogs. LOL, my fave meat. Has he ever had Wagyu steak? I'm not saying it's the best in the world. Maybe people have different tastes. Okay, I'm not going to be a snob. But has he ever had like a Wagyu steak? He says it's the best meat. Hot dog meat. Hot dog his fave meat. That's not supposed to be called meat. I think that might be true, Hake. That might be. I think Mitt Romney may be using that word a little loosely. You know, Hake? You know, James? I think Mitt Romney might be using the word meat a little loosely in this case. And I see your calls. I appreciate you holding. 888-775-3773. I will get to you here shortly. But where was I? Glizzies. Mitt Romney loves hot dogs. Can you hate him for that? I must inform you about something, though, Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney, I must inform you. I believe you are violating what is known as man rules, okay? And I may forget the term exactly. We'll find out here in a second. But there are some rules. There are some man rules, at least in the state of New York. Or maybe, should I be more specific, in the city of New York? In the city of New York, there are some man rules I believe Mitt Romney has violated. And we need to educate him on this. We need to educate him on the rules he's broken. Because this is a glizzy violation. And, glizzy violations, it means you're not valid, you heard? Let me show you the clip I'm talking about. Okay, this is a New York City, an individual doing a man on the street video in New York City. The channel's called Side Talk, New York City, informing us on a glizzy violation. Mitt Romney, you might want to listen up.
All right, Kevin, I want to let you know I'm very disappointed in you. You violated grown man rule number 356. I don't see a beverage in sight. No. What y'all do right now, you see somebody eating a glizzy. Hey, yo! I'm very disappointed in you, bro. You eating a glizzy. That's a violation, number one. Number two, you in violation because you got no beverage. That's even worse. New York!
New York's not a real place. I swear New York's not a real city. But that's a violation, Mitt Romney. That's grown man rule number one. You're eating a glizzy. Apparently that's breaking man rule. I may have broken that rule recently I may have violated that rule recently. In fact, I don't know if you guys heard me say, but I tried Jesse Lee Peterson's peanut butter hot dog monstrosity concoction / egregious sin against nature. It's not bad. Let me just say it's not bad. Let me just say right now it's not bad. But, sin and obscene things taste amazing. We love sin, right? Like pineapple on pizza. Egregious. It's absolutely sinful. Doesn't belong there. Probably why some love it. Because they're corrupt. We're corrupt. So that being said, I probably violated the glizzy rule. I probably I was a major glizzy violation, okay? Peanut butter, hot dog, bun. Let me just say right now, though, not bad. Let me just say not bad, okay? You heard? Hey, yo, pause. Real talk. I got Kamran on the air. Appreciate your call, man. You're on the air. Appreciate it.
Hey, Nick.
What's up, Kamran? How you been?
I've been good. I've been really good. How about yourself?
All is well. No complaints?
All is well is what I mean. But,
Nice.
I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying good, but
I should have gotten you on that, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not as tough as JLP.
I know, right?
Whoa, you're not supposed to say I know, right? You're supposed to say, yeah, you're tough, Nick.
Wait, you are tough, though.
There you go. All right.
Come on.
I'm joking. Go ahead, Kamran. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, as you know, at church this past week, I bought that T-shirt, Stop Having Sex Out of Wedlock.
Based. Very nice purchase. You've been wearing it out in public?
Yeah, I wore it for almost,
nice.
Well, I don't want to admit that, but so actually because of it, I had an experience. I randomly ran into a girl who attends the church in like the Dora San Dimas area. And then
I heard.
Yeah, did you?
I did. You were in San Dimas, huh? And you were out there displaying proudly the Stop Having Sex Out of Wedlock church, and you just happened upon one of the ladies that come to church.
Right. I was like just going in to buy like lunch.
Yes.
And I see this girl, and she's like looking at me, and I'm like, "What's going on right now? Like, is this person really looking at me, or she's like getting a ride?" And then she's like, gets up and she's like, nice JLP shirt.
Hey,
like, pretty awesome.
Shout out.
Shout out to Alexis.
Let's go. Hey, we're out there. We out there.
Then,
we outside.
Huh?
We outside.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can hear me?
No. That's a New York slang thing. My apologies. That just means that it just means positive vibes. Okay, we outside means great.
Okay. I was saying, apparently they just started gardening right next to the park where we eat lunch. So,
okay.
Anyway, so I posted a picture from the website of the store on church, of that shirt on Facebook, and so I don't know if I told you the story, but remember I said that there was a married lady that I used to date, and I was very much in love with. I wanted to marry her before she left and went off to France, and then she had kids and got married, and then she's been trying to like talk to me, and
I remember.
I had to, like, tell her no. Yeah, and so she messages, she comments on my post, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me right now, right?
Yeah.
And so I messaged her, I text her, and I was like, hey, like, you want to stop right now? Like, I'm just warning you.
Wow.
And
you telling her to stop contacting you? Is that what you said?
Yeah, she's still contacting me.
But I missed what you just said. Did you just say that you told her to stop or something?
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty base, man. I don't talk to married. I avoid talking to married women. I talk to them if they're both in the same room. I talk to the man. Or if I call their home, I say, "Oh, hi, miss. Let me speak to your husband." I don't even talk to married women.
Right. That's my whole point. It's like, so I had to tell her, like, I had a long conversation with her one day where she texted me back and forth, but I just told her flat out, like, hey, like, I'm sorry you feel that you made the wrong decision and you, like, want to be with me, but, like, it's too late for all that. You got kids, you got responsibilities, and you're married. You made a commitment, and you need to stick by that, and, like, you need to stop messaging me. But,
big time.
And
you woke up. You woke up and you're dealing with some of you're doing the work, anger, etc. You don't want that mess.
Right. And so
sorry, lady, I'm awake.
I told her to stop commenting. She comments again. So I shut it down so hard.
Nice.
I felt really like that must have stung a lot because I could see the devil just seething inside her, even through the computer. But I just like shut it down, and I was like, do not message me ever again. And
absolutely
type of thing. But I was like, stop commenting, married woman.
She,
everyone could see that. And
yeah. Oh, nice. You're like, stop commenting, married woman. Based. I like that. You should ask. You're probably the only one telling her what to do.
Right.
I'm wondering if her husband tells her what to do. She must be looking for someone to tell her what to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what she wants.
That's funny, man. Stop commenting, married woman.
Yeah, you like that.
I love it.
So I kind of like gave her a little JLP, kind of push away from me, and
right on.
I was kind of like,
and block her. There's no need to even interact anymore.
Huh?
And block her. There's no need to even interact anymore.
Right.
She just wants to bring hell into your life. There's literally nothing good that can come from that.
I made her block me.
Nice.
So it was pretty good. But I said something about like I feel bad for those kids. The hell that they're gonna catch from you.
Yeah, man. And you were there a little bit, so you know what's happening.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
you also realized, I imagine, now that you're doing the work on yourself, you also realize how I guess foolish, and what you were doing in the whole thing.
Right. And I told her, I was like, I really don't appreciate you. This was before the Facebook thing. I was like, I really don't appreciate you, like, continuing to try to contact me when you're married and, like, putting me in the middle of your, like, relationship and your family. Like, that's, like, I'm not looking to destroy anybody's family. Like, I've been that guy in the past, and, like, it really was, like, the worst thing I could have ever done, like, to anyone. Like, I feel for the children, you know, that were affected by that, and, like, I really do apologize sincerely to them over this conversation.
Oh,
which
nice.
you probably won't hear, but, you know, I do apologize. And, like, you know, then I woke up when I started listening to Jesse's message, and I just started, you know, realizing that it was just wrong, you know, in general to involve myself with somebody who, like, would turn their back on their own children.
Yep.
Just to have a relationship or whatever, you know, basically.
Deep, man.
Being lustful.
Absolutely, man. And that's, yeah.
I heard your conversation with Joshua last Friday.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot what we were talking about. Antarctica a little bit. I think maybe.
Flat Earth. Flat power, by the way. Flat power.
Antarctica. I think we were talking. I think I showed a video of Mr. Beast, and he went to Antarctica.
Mm-hmm. You guys got, like, disconnected or something?
We did, but he got back in, and I forget how we ended, but he got back in.
Are you sure you got disconnected, or was?
Oh yeah. Oh, I cannot say. No, he was totally disconnected.
Oh, okay.
He was silenced by the feds.
He was what?
He was silenced.
Oh.
They silenced Joshua because he was talking about stuff that they don't want you to hear.
The flat power?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Dude, so, you know, I didn't really want to admit this because I liked my anonymity, but I just...
Well, you know, if it's something personal, think twice before you say something, before you put something out there. Okay, go ahead.
Right. But I just became the amazing camel jockey recently.
The amazing what?
Camel jockey.
Camel what?
Jockey.
What is that?
Like, you know, someone who rides horses.
Okay.
Is a jockey.
Gotcha.
So I'm the amazing camel jockey.
What is that?
On Google and Rumble. That's my new handle.
Oh, you're telling me your YouTube, your Rumble name. I think I've seen you in there.
And I'm the one who's been super chatting. I super chatted.
Oh, dang. What's up? Right on. Okay. Well, now I can put a face to the name.
Right, dude. Oh, dude. We just.
That's funny. You kind of are a amazing camel jockey.
I am an amazing camel jockey. I
Viewers, if you don't know, we're talking to a, you know, you're like an Iraqi mix.
Yeah, close. Iranian. Yeah.
Iranian. That's what it was.
But yeah, we've been listening to the Bible, and, like, we've been realizing that nowhere in the Bible does it state anything about, like, the earth being a round ball, and that in fact, like, the first words in the Bible are basically that when God created the world, and I super chatted this morning, so y'all are gonna see it in the morning, but when God created the world, that the world was formless and dark. So then it goes on to say that the sun and the moon were created later in that paragraph, but at first, God stood over the water of the world, or the Spirit hovered over the water of the world. And then it's after that verse where they mention that the sun and the moon were created later. So everyone believes that the world is orbiting around the sun, when in fact it's simply, in the language, it's saying that the world was not formed with a shape, and it never states that the sun and the moon are rotating, or we're rotating around them. It's basically, like, ambiguous, but at the same time, kind of clear that they're orbiting us. You know?
Gotcha.
So,
I mean,
it's really interesting.
I see what you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're right. It doesn't say that in the Bible, but it also doesn't say. It doesn't say, like, it doesn't make a claim to what you're saying either.
Right. But
you're right. It doesn't say it's right. It doesn't say it's right. Well, it might later. I don't know if it does.
Well,
I don't think it does. But in what you're saying, you're not wrong. It doesn't say it. In that statement, the Bible's not saying it's around or that there's orbiting.
Right.
That being said, it's not saying it's flat either.
Right. I'm not saying that the Earth is flat. I'm not saying that the Earth is round.
Fair enough. I ain't never seen it.
Like I said, no graven images are supposed to be created of the world or of the heavens.
Right. I never seen the Earth.
Huh?
I've never seen it. All I've seen is NASA CGI.
Have you ever been in an airplane?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're looking out over the airplane, do you see a curve?
Honestly, I don't know if I've really looked for it. I think I have, but not really. It's hard to see a curve, I think. You know,
like an airplane,
personally.
like you're in the,
in an airplane. We're talking like between 30 to 40,000 feet in the air. Right. You know, I've kind of been corrupted because I'm being gaslit because I'm trying to think of the times I've been in a plane, and I think I may have seen a slight curve, but I've also been corrupted, but with the knowledge that the mathematics that you're not supposed to be able to see a curve until you get to like 300,000 feet or something like that. And so I'm being gaslit into not seeing one, but I feel like I did see a bit of a curve. But
I could definitely see your point, but according to Neil deGrasse Tyson, he could never see the curve.
Interesting. There's like anecdotal, people who claim that, you know, when surveyed and all that, there's the public, there's a significant amount who say they see a curve when in a plane.
You know, it's interesting because going back to that.
That's just people saying that, though.
Yeah, going back to that point on the Earth being formless.
Yes,
it actually states later in the verses that the sun and the moon were then formed later, and the stars were formed. God formed them, but it never states that God formed the Earth. Like he created the Earth, and the Earth was formless, but it never states that he did something to change the form of the Earth after.
Okay.
That's interesting, right?
Somewhat, but I'm not sure what that means.
I don't either, but
because
I
it doesn't.
Know that it's not a big old ball.
I don't know if that's clear, right?
I've heard a couple of people say that it could be like actually like an infinite, like ever-reaching plane, and that it's kind of
say that again. Say that again.
It could be rendered. It's like an infinite, ever-reaching plane. Like maybe the Earth doesn't actually have a form, but it never ends.
Didn't Einstein call it that?
Huh?
Didn't Einstein call it that?
I don't know.
That the Earth is a plane. The Earth is an observable plane or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he called it a plane or a realm or something like that. I forget. But again, even with Einstein's commentary on that, I don't think he, like for example, flat Earth, like the flat Earth stuff, they'll bring up Einstein said that there is no test to, what was it? The quote is Einstein, there is no terrestrial test to prove the shape of the planet. I'm paraphrasing. Terrestrial test, and people will take that quote and say that he was saying the Earth is flat. But I mean, when you read the whole quote, I think he's just saying there's no like instrument to measure. I forget what he was trying to measure, but you know what I mean. And I'm just trying to point out the language here and how people kind of read into stuff.
Well, I think that's really interesting. You do know there's like, I don't know, there was like 77 books in the Bible, and they redacted them down. Once upon a time, they redacted them down to about 66 books. The churches did. And so think about all the information that we have been discussing and like the biblical verses that kind of give us an idea of a way to think about what is, and how much of that information is now not available and lost. And like,
if the news is fake, it's like, if the news is fake, what did they do to history, right?
Right.
And science and stuff. That being said, that can't be your litmus test. You know what I mean? That can't be your litmus test with in the world, because then you can arrive to any conclusion. It's like, well, if they lied about this, then it has to be flat. But that's not a logical conclusion.
Well, that's not a logical conclusion at all by any means, and I agree with you there. But I will say.
But I agree, they lie. The news is fake and history is fake.
There's a lot of information that has been redacted that is not available, which was of the word of God or whatever. And so what is that information and how do we access it? And so, and based on what you said about history, for sure, I've seen history changed in my lifetime, where I learned all this stuff as a kid. I was really good at history, especially in school. I got straight A's in history, although not in all subjects, but I was really good at history, and now they're just telling a whole completely different story, or they've somehow morphed and perverted it. And the same things are no longer true. And it's I don't know. I was in high school up until 2009 when I graduated. So, even back in 2009, it was still pretty accurate as far as I know. But what about over the last 100 years? And they say that history is only the story of the winner.
Absolutely. So, history is just a collection of, it really is just a collection of interpretations from different people. Okay. It's not it really isn't a set thing. And so I agree with you on that, man. The news is fake and the history is fake.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Absolutely, man. But it's a fake world. The world is constantly trying to get our attention, our mind. It's a war for your mind. It's the clicks. Okay. Your mind is actually, your attention and mind is, valuable to the world somewhat. Man, Kamra, thanks for calling me, man. Is there something else you wanted to talk about? Because I'm about to move the wheels, sir.
Make a point based on what you said.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's interesting that we value the mind when in reality, the mind is the number one thing against us.
Well, bingo, dang, that's the quote of the show, y'all. That's true, man. It's I just said it's the value. They see the world sees the value in the mind when it's actually the opposite is the thing you're supposed to overcome. Thanks, Conrad.
Right. Yeah, of course. Hey, you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Thank you, sir. Call me again. Moving the wheels. Marty Ubaldo with the super chat, coming in strong with the super chat. Thanks for the support, Marty. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is going well with you. She says, keep it up, with a little emoji there. Birdie Bound Brian with the super chat says, excuse me, sir. Have you ever listened to the track titled Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne? And he writes, Lil Weezy. Weezy F, baby. He has that vocal fry. It's Weezy F, baby. It's Weezy F, baby. I don't think I've ever heard that song, Birdie Bound Brian, but I appreciate the super chat. Evil is Real with the super chat says, Hannity, the guy on the church advisory board, industry plant. We got industry plants everywhere, y'all. Is anything real? Is anything real? Right? Weezy F, baby. All right, y'all. Well, that's pretty much all the show I got for you. I had some other... That's pretty much the show I wanted to give you guys. Honestly, that was there, top to bottom, from beginning to end. That was my show, and I'm happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess I have some random clips to finish off the hour, I guess. But I kind of want to leave them for tomorrow because I want to flesh them out and have some better commentary on them. There's some stuff going on with... I got some clips to bolster my chili theory, chili conspiracy, commentary on Tommy Tuberville. I don't just want to play the clip. I have some commentary. I just kind of realized, flesh it out for tomorrow. Immigrants, gimme. Some amazing clips with some immigrants who just want to take. But what are y'all giving? Obviously, the anchor baby has to go on hard on them because this is ridiculous. And really some more stuff. We'll leave it for tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow's Friday, no? Tomorrow's a flight. We have a nice flight set up for tomorrow. Okay, where should we go? Where should we fly to? What do you guys think? Should be a nice, fun flight tomorrow, though. You want to tune in 4 p.m. American Anchor Baby YouTube channel and on Rumble. We'll be streaming, doing the flight. We'll get into all this, okay? Tuberville, Wives, Adam22. I know, messy, but I have something fresh on that you guys might enjoy tomorrow. You're going to want to tune in. And, of course, your calls and more fun stuff. Right, guys? Appreciate you being here with me today. Catch you guys tomorrow. It's been a slice. Peace. Take care. Wait, hold up. I am saying bye. But wait, it'd be wrong if I didn't shout this out. Women's Forum, y'all. We got Women's Forum tonight, 7 o'clock here at Bond headquarters. Ladies, if you're in the area, you don't want to miss it. Bond, Women's Forum today. Of course, my show tomorrow at 4 p.m. And did I miss any other announcement? I don't want to be missing stuff here. Guys, Women's Forum. Ladies, Women's Forum. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Let me say bye for real this time. Thank you. What the?